Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Today I where I'd be talking about I was doing pregame previews for it or recaps, stuff just to get more involved. I love talking Astros. I know I have a lot of family friends that are big Astro fans, so I thought I'd do a video pregame for the weekend games where I could do starting lineups and just discuss what I think is going to happen, who I think has the better lineup, who I think is going to win the game, and just do some interesting stats that I thought it'd be fun doing. So I'm excited to do this. Hope you're enjoying your day. Today we have game 2 of this weekend series against the Los Angeles Angels. It is, of course, the Angels versus the Houston Astros. It's at 15, so we're a little less than 3 hours away from game time. It is Garrett Cole bobblehead night, which I'm really excited about because I really think the bobblehead looks great. I love Garrett Cole, and I think it'll be a big item. I think people are going to get there very early. It's around 3:30 right now, so people, I'm sure, are already lining up because this is only 15,000 fans get it. 2 game on bobbleheads on both nights, but it was for all fans. It was Jose Altuve one, George Springer bobblehead, but this one's only 15,000. I think it will be a big item that people, I think, really will want. It's a Garrett Cole train bobblehead. He's doing his pitching motion. He's on the train tracks. I think it looks cool. I love bobbleheads, and he's actually pitching tonight, which I think is really good. Usually on bobblehead nights, especially for pitchers, you never get them when they're actually pitching. So I think that's pretty cool. It'll be his big bobblehead night. We'll get to see him strike out, and do the reason why he is such a great pitcher. We'll get to see that. So when I went the Springer one, he wasn't in the lineup for that bobblehead night, but Altuve's one he was, so I was happy about that. But like I said, game starts at 6:15. It will be on Fox, so we will get to hear the great voice of Joe Buck and company. So yay! It was Todd Callis for commentary last night, and Lance Berkman. I think Jeff Blum and Julia Morales, I think, just have a few vacation days. So it was Lance Berkman. I like Lance Berkman. I think some stuff he says is kind of weird. Some stuff like Todd would say sound like a sarcastic joke that he was joking, and Lance Berkman just didn't understand it. But I think he does provide some good, player commentary and stuff that the regular viewer would miss that he points out, which is what a player would be, why he's doing a certain thing or swing a certain way or whatever. So I like that. I think it's good. So the Angels are now 45-44. They are 10.5 games back from us. We are leading the division with a 55-33 record, which is awesome. The Angels have been in Texas this entire week. They got in on Monday. Of course, they were supposed to play on Monday, but tragically, Tyler Skaggs, their pitcher, passed away, which is just awful. It's just baseball, and it was great to see all the teams throughout the league coming together. When losing a friend, a teammate, a brother, a guy that they said they see more than their own families, and it's very sad. It was really heartbreaking to see, and still really don't know exactly what happened, but obviously they're going through a horrible week, and so they had to play the games. Rescheduled the game, but they played it Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday won the Texas series, the Rangers series. They won 2 games out of 3, which was great for them. I was happy to see them back to their winning ways without Tyler Skaggs, and he was their best pitcher. He had the most wins on the team for them. He had 7 wins, and he was supposed to pitch on July 4th, which I'm sure he was very, very excited about. So obviously very, very sad. And so they won the series against the Rangers, and then they moved on. Last night they won 5-4. Verlander just couldn't keep it in the ballpark. I'm not worried about Justin Verlander, but obviously I think we all see that the home runs leaving the ball in the ballpark is getting really hard for him. It seems gave up 3 last night. I think their first 4 batter runs: Calhoun, Shawnee, Mike Trout, and I'll remember the 4th one when I'm going over the lineup. I can't remember it right now. So that was awful. And then Rondon gave up the big home run to Mike Trout. Mike Trout just blasted it. So they're up 1 game. We are currently 2-1 against the Angels this year. We played earlier in the season a 2-game series. We won both, and we won both 10-2 and 10-4. So this one was much closer, and we were on the losing end. So we're 2-1 in the season. I'm hoping we get back to it. I think Cole's going to do really well tonight. I think he'll get a lot of strikeouts, but 2-1 against them, so that kind of sucks. Or that's good, but obviously want to keep winning against them. But yeah, like I said, tonight it's Garrett Cole on the mound for the Astros. It is Andrew Heaney for the Angels. He's a lefty. Cole in his last 7 starts has gone at least 6 innings, 6 or 7. He's only given up 1 or 2 runs each time in all those past 7 starts. So Cole keeping the ERA down, keeping it in the ballpark that it seems like Verlander can't do. Again, not worried about Verlander, but I'm hoping by All-Star break he's able to do it. And I honestly don't think it's as bad as people say it is. Usually home runs, most will give up 4. In today's game, when hitting a home run, I think it's really not that bad if it's 3 or 4 runs, especially when the Astros are hitting. I mean, we can easily score 3 or 4 runs. So I think we can all winning side if he just keeps it at that, and of course the bullpen does well. But Garrett Cole, he has an 8-5 record. Andrew Heaney for the Angels has a 1-2 record. His last start, he gave up 5 runs, but he was able to strike out 8. So he's obviously looking to bounce back. Garrett Cole leads the AL with 161 strikeouts over 109.2 innings, which is crazy. Cole is, on fire, which it sucks that he's 8-5. Verlander's doing his record much better. I think Cole had a lot of problems at the beginning with giving up runs, obviously, and just us not scoring. 8-5, you'd like to see him have a better record when he has 161 strikeouts. So, like I said, leads the AL. Leads it with 170 strikeouts. Cole and then Sale and Verlander are tied. Verlander, after last night, he's tied with Sale with 153. And Matthew Boyd is number 5 in the MLB with strikeouts with 142. Matthew Boyd plays for the Tigers, and there's been rumors that the Astros are trying to get him, which would be, I think, really, really good. He's a lefty. Doesn't have the best record right now, but I feel like it'd be like another thing when we got Verlander. He's Verlander, but he wasn't doing the Verlander we know and love. In the second half when we got him, his record was insane. So if we got Matthew Boyd, got him a team that was able to hit, obviously the Astros, I think that'd be really well. And that'd be another starter that I think we desperately need. We're really struggling with the 4 and 5 starters. We're trying to get, a AAA guy to fill that 5th spot. And then Peacock is doing okay. And then Miley, I think, is doing good. But, again, I think if we got Boyd, that'd be really, really good, especially come playoff time. So the Astros are with Cole on the mound since 2018 to 2019 at home game. Garrett Cole and the Astros are 20-5. So Garrett Cole is not 20-5, but when he's starting in those games at home, the Astros record is 20-5, which is insane. So we obviously want him on the mound when he's pitching or when we're playing. So that already says good. Lineup for the Astros. Not real weird, but some stuff I'm kind of questioning. So first, let's do the Angels lineup. They're kicking it off with David Fernandez batting 287, Mike Trout batting 2nd, Shohei Ohtani batting 3rd, Cole Calhoun batting 4th at cleanup, and Drolton Simmons batting 5th at shortstop. They said some great things about Simmons last night. Todd Callis mentioned that he thinks he is the best shortstop in the major league, which is really refreshing to see because it seems like anytime any player is good, the Astro commentary has to be biased and be like, oh, we have better players. It's nice to just be like, yeah, straight up, he's probably the best shortstop in the MLB, definitely the American League. But that's great to see. That's what I like to hear. I hate the biased commentary a lot of times. Justin Bauer at batting 6th and playing first base. Batting 7th, Jarrett Parker, who I believe is still doesn't have a hit in his major league stint so far. I think he's played 3 games. Doesn't have a hit though. Batting 8th, Dustin Garneau, I think, is the catcher, and then batting 9th, ending off Luis Rengifo batting at second base. He's batting 9th. So the Angels have a lot of injuries. Tommy La Stella has a right tibia fracture. He's going to be out 8 to 10 weeks. He was leading the team in batting average, and he was an all-star. He was picked as an all-star the first time, I believe, in his career. He was doing really, really well and leading off usually. So that, I think, for the Angels. Brian Goodwin, an outfielder, is placed on the 10-day injured list with a right wrist contusion, and Justin Upton's been out with left quad tightness. So they have had some injuries, and I believe 2 pitchers. I think one is out for a really long time, and then forget the other, but he's only out. He's on the 10-day injured list. So Pitching is the big problem, I believe, with the Angels. Hitting, I think, is really good. And I really enjoy when the Astros play the Angels, or when I go to a game and they're playing the Angels, because you got the big three. You got Mike, best player in the MLB, Shohei Ohtani, who's doing such crazy things after Tommy John surgery, still hitting home runs. He hit a home run last night on his birthday. And then Pujols. Pujols is in the lineup. He wasn't in the lineup the 2 days before they played the Astros, but he was in it last night. And they said it was like a minor injury. They weren't going to announce what it was. So I guess it's not better, whatever it is. Kind of sucks Pujols is in the lineup, just because I know he is like known as the Astros killer. But seeing him return to St. Louis and that whole series, and, you know, all the love that they sent him and stuff, and, you know, the big reactions he was getting, it kind of, I really just, it's crazy to think, you know, I'm seeing him playing and he's like Hall of Fame career easily. And it's awesome to see him play. And it sucks when he's not playing every day. And so I just love, you know, I really do. I like Minelli's the Astros killer. I know Astros fans are saying, what are you saying? Pujols is the Antichrist. But no, I love Pujols. He's great, great player on and off the field. And as the Astros lineup, so we're going to talk about this, kind of weird. George Springer's batting leadoff. Jose Altuve is batting second. Bregman's batting. Jordan Alvarez batting fourth at DH. Yuli Gurriel batting fifth. Robertson Chirino behind the plate as catcher, of course, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Josh Reddick. Batting eighth, Tyler White. And the weird stuff about this lineup, Michael Brantley, he's nowhere in this lineup. I know they're going to be like, oh, this was already a scheduled day off. That's why he's on the lineup. Don't worry. No, Michael Brantley went 4 for 4 yesterday with a home run, 2 doubles, and a single. He should be in the lineup. I know that maybe they're like, it's a lefty pitcher. They don't want him going up against a lefty pitcher. But Brantley can hit everyone. Reddick's a lefty, Jordan's a lefty, and they're in the lineup. Brantley should be in the lineup. He's going batting 4-4. Come on. They always do this. Brantley always has a great day the day before his scheduled day off. And AJ Hinch always does it. I think he should be in the lineup. And I hate that. And with Correa out, I do like Yuli at third and Bregman at short. I know a lot of people hate Yuli at third. The best thing I think we could get is, I guess, Yuli at first, Bregman at third, and then we need someone at short. They try to do Miles Straw, but everyone hates that too. And then Jack Mayfield does short sometimes. The best thing, I guess, would be if Jordan played first, because Tyler White, I don't think anybody cares about, and he's struggling so much. He's okay at first. I have seen him do some pretty nice stops at first, so I know everyone just hates him though. But obviously the ideal defense is Yuli at first, Bregman at third, Correa back at short. So we either need a good shortstop or someone that can do third, I guess, as well as Bregman, which you're not going to get. So it's tough without Correa, without that solid shortstop. We're obviously struggling with that. But the two people to look out for in these games for the Angels, for the Astros, is, of course, Mike Trout and Yuli Gurriel, shockingly, because I have my fantasy team, and I specifically picked him because he can play multiple positions. And with runners in scoring position last year, the dude was a freak. The dude always had runs batted in when he's batting like 400-something when runners in scoring position last year. This year, not been as well, but he's on streak. And I was kind of because MLB posted on Twitter that Trout has, and so is Yuli. You need to put that on there. So Trout has 4 home runs in his last 3 games with 6 guys. He hit 2, I think 3 nights ago, and then he's had, solo home runs the past 2 games. Yuli's done the same thing. Solo home runs the past 2 days, and then the first game on Tuesday against Colorado had a 2 home run night. 4 home runs, last 3 games, 8 RBIs. So that's better than Mike Trout. I'm not saying he's better than Mike Trout, but for the past week, he has been. So I hope that once the All-Star break starts, that Yuli doesn't cool off. I hope he keeps going. I mean, 4 home runs, that's the Yuli we know and love from last year. Swinging a hot bat. So those are the guys to look out for. Jordan batting 4th, which is great. Yuli, I felt like with how he's hitting, he could be batting 4th. But should be a great series. Garrett Cole, I'm predicting strikes out. I'll say strikes out 8. Strikes out 8. I think the Astros are going to win this one 7-2. I think if it is a higher scoring game, I think Cole either throw shutout baseball or give up a run, and the bullpen will give up a few runs. But 10 to something. But I'll say final score 7-2 Astros. I'm excited. It's going to be ball going. I hope you're there early, and I hope you get a bobblehead. Again, it's on Fox 6:50, and it should be a good one. We got Garrett Cole on the mound. Shohei Ohtani and Trout always bringing something fun. And Brantley, he should be in the lineup. That's what I'm getting at. And I'm glad Marisnik's in center because with Trout, Ohtani, Cole, Calhoun, Simmons, their lineup, I think the first half is actually pretty well. So they'll be hitting balls, I believe, in the outfield. So it's good to have Marisnik out there. That guy kills himself going for balls. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you learned something about the Astros game. You enjoyed me doing a preview. Let me know if you want to see more of it. I might do a recap for tomorrow since in the early game, tomorrow's game is at 1. I might do a recap for that one, but I'm going to try to do every weekend do games. It's hard with work. I would obviously want to do the weekday games, but I can't do that when I have work. And I'm hoping to reach out into like the big MLB games, especially when playoffs happen. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how I can improve it. And let's go Astros. Thank you so much.